I'm often asked by clients how focusing can help them. In this video, I will share how inner relationship focusing benefits many different aspects in your life, so please stay with me. How often have you wished you had someone who listens to you without judgment or without giving advice, and instead tries to understand what is going on for you, who makes an effort to really get you? Countless times in sessions, clients get in touch with a younger self who longed for someone to have time to understand them, just to listen, to be present, to accept them as they are. Sadly, however, no one was there to do that for various reasons. And so these young ones learn very early about loneliness, not being important, not being safe. These deeply imprinted messages and beliefs then got compounded over time in life and were stored in the body cellular memory. These imprints influence our values, how we make decisions, and what we believe about ourselves and others. Focusing is a gentle, very profound technique developed by the philosopher and psychologist Eugene Gendlin in the 1960s. It is a method for accessing and working with the body's felt sense or the bodily sensations that accompany our emotions and our thoughts of the current moment or around an event. Now, Gendlin was a doctoral student of Carl Rogers, an influential psychologist at the University of Chicago, and he was interested in uncovering the mechanisms that facilitated meaningful and transformative change in therapy. He explored why some people had successful therapy and others didn't. And after listening to many therapy session tapes, he and his team were able to predict the successful outcome of therapy within the first session. So those successful clients had a very specific way of being present with what they experienced somatically, which helped them access a level of inner knowing that was essential for change. And those clients who didn't find a way to move beyond what they already knew and what they continued to share as an old story and experience, these clients remained stuck. So Gendlin then developed a process called focusing to help anyone do what was needed to successfully have these therapy sessions or therapy outcomes. And Anne Weiser-Cornell, one of the first students of Gendlin, made some adjustments to that process and has been teaching what is now called inner relationship focusing since the 1980s. So as I mentioned, inner relationship focusing is a therapeutic process, a technique that helps you to connect with your inner self and your emotions and feelings around a topic or a situation or an event. And one of the core principles involves paying attention to your bodily sensations and feelings. Doing so teaches you to listen to your body and then use these sensations as a guide to explore your inner world. Inner relationship focusing encourages us to pay attention to these bodily sensations without judging them and without criticism. Instead, we're encouraged to observe these sensations with curiosity and with openness. The more you can remain present with what you're aware of as a bodily felt sense, the more likely you access new layers of information. It's as if there is an unfurling happening within, always at its own pace, until you're in touch with the core of the issue. So, for example, many years back, I often noticed a tense area at the back of my right shoulder. As I kept it company, it slowly revealed a part that was stressed that things were going too slow. And from its point of view, I wasn't fast enough, or I wasn't even doing enough. And so over many sessions, I started to call this my slave driver. Of course, I could have stopped here and listed several reasons why I was doing more than enough. However, in focusing, we keep a part company until we truly understand it. So, what does inner relationship focusing help with? Focusing helps develop greater self-awareness, which makes sense because if you understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors better, deeper self-reflection will lead to greater self-awareness and more informed decisions and actions in life. Understanding your strong emotional responses or unhelpful patterns and behaviors will bring the necessary clarity to align your choices with the desired outcomes that you wish for. Living a focusing-based life helps to identify and address internal stresses more easily. So when we take time to be present with ourselves and what we sense within, when we turn towards a felt sense rather than ignoring it, we can address and process underlying tension, unease, and discomfort, and create a greater sense of calmness and relaxation. I found it to be one of the most gentle and safe ways to help clients with trauma by focusing on the bodily felt sense in a regulated manner and using specific language. Clients can engage with traumatic memories and sensations safely, which is great for a gradual and manageable exploration of these traumatic experiences. Now, trauma can leave one easily disconnected from our inner resources and a sense of self, and inner relationship focusing helps individuals to reconnect with their inner strength, their resilience, and their innate wisdom, and helps them bring back a sense of empowerment and self-compassion. And inner relationship focusing is a wonderful process to reconnect with and listen to bodily sensations, helping to rebuild a sense of safety and trust in the body. Focusing cultivates a compassionate inner presence and self-acceptance, and this can support individuals in developing a kind and nurturing relationship with themselves, which I find is essential for healing and recovery from trauma. So on the day when I was about to conduct my first inner relationship focusing workshop, I was getting more and more nervous, and some nervousness can be okay, yet mine reached a level where I was overthinking and not present at all anymore. So I applied what I was going to teach my students. I paused, I sensed inward, and sat with this whole thing about this first class. And there was a mix of anticipation, excitement, eagerness, worry. There was a tension in my stomach and thoughts were running in a loop. And I noticed that there was one place that really wanted my attention as I remained present to what was there within. And this part was worried about not being able to do a good job, potentially messing up, and not fulfilling the expectations of the students. And the list was really long. So I just stayed present with this part, acknowledged its feelings, and at one point we came to its deepest wanting. And that was that all students would have a good time and will take something away that would be helpful in their life. And I really got that. And as I acknowledged that deep longing, this deep wanting, the nervousness disappeared. I could concentrate again, and I was present with when the class started. This self-exploration can then lead to an inner ease and improved self-confidence and empowerment in our personal and professional life. So when we're faced with difficult decisions, it's easy for our minds to become clouded by conflicting thoughts or emotions. Inner relationship focusing teaches us how to tune out distractions, to stay present with what matters, what's going on within, what's alive within, and therefore we can make decisions that are more aligned with our true selves, leading to greater satisfaction and fulfillment in our lives. Now, creativity is another area where inner relationship focusing has helped many people. In focusing, we give each part the attention it deserves to understand the different blocks, the hindering beliefs, the concerns that prevent us from accessing our intuition and our creativity. By accessing the deeper levels of intuition and insight that arise from the felt sense, we can gain fresh perspectives or innovative solutions and open up to a freer flow of our creative expression. As we practice being with that felt sense with curiosity and empathy, and I said it before, without judgment, we fine-tune our listening skills and the ability to be empathic to those inner aspects. And this skill will help us when we want to understand and connect with others around us. So the same listening qualities that we use for ourselves will help us to attune to the experiences of others, leading to more effective communication and deeper relationships. And this ability to stay attuned to one's own felt sense and to be fully present with another person can enhance the quality of interactions and promote a sense of closeness. So as I can stay in touch with what is going on for me and at the same time be present for the other person and try to really understand what is going on for them, I am already creating a very different field for communication. And the beauty of focusing is that we can focus individually or also together as partners, and therefore we can support each other's personal growth, emotional well-being and self-discovery. Inner relationship focusing is also a valuable and powerful tool to bring more peace, authenticity and self-awareness into your life. It can be explored as a standalone approach to explore specific aspects of your life, or in conjunction with any other therapies that you're engaged with. I hope I have been able to describe how much you can benefit from including focusing into your life. And if you want to find out how it can help you specifically, please reach out and arrange for a free 30-minute consultation. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel where I regularly post meditations with invitations for introspection, and question and answer videos about relevant topics for your mental and emotional well-being. And if you found that this content was helpful, please share it with others. Thank you. Until soon, take good care.